Hey Chapel Hill, my name is Daniel Frederick, executive coffee drinker of the Coffee Oasis, and
I am Jacob Wishoff, and I am the local youth wrangler of the Coffee Oasis.
The Coffee Oasis started with the dream of bringing the hope of Christ to the pain on the streets. And that was definitely a dream that God gave us. We were pretty comfortable as a family. My family, back in the early 90s, my dad was a pastor, and our goal was just having a family that loved Jesus. And part of that was inviting people into our home. So our home became open to kids in foster care, and that turned into their families coming over to eat. And eventually God was just pushing us out of the home and into the community. So much so that my dad decided to resign from his position as pastor and to start a ministry called Hope in Christ Ministries, which soon morphed into the Coffee Oasis. And fast forward a couple years, we had a shelter, we had drop-in centers. So the dream turned into renting the old ale house, which is where we're sitting today, and opening a space where customers can come in and get coffee, and kids can come in the back and meet with people that love them, do life skills classes, meet with case managers. But all of that's just the heart of being the hope of Christ to the pain on the streets.
It's just been a really unique model in that we have the business downstairs, and then we have the youth center upstairs where the kids actually have a place where they can go, and it's their own place where volunteers and staff can pour into them and encourage them and love on them to show them their self-worth and their value so they can adopt and adapt to that, realizing that they have worth and that they are valuable and that they are beautiful people that contribute and add so much to our world. And because of that, they're able to be a part of this community and impact the greater community that we're a part of here in Port Orchard. It's been really sweet to be a part of that.
Port Orchard, I can speak specifically, Port Orchard's been such a beautiful community. The kids have come in droves. You'd be surprised to find out probably that Port Orchard is our busiest drop-in center for kids. On a Friday night, sometimes we'll have 100 plus kids coming down here. Now that creates a weird tension with the community because we're right in the heart of little downtown of Port Orchard. And so from the beginning, I can think of back in 1997, 98, the police of Bremerton would always say, we know where to find the kids that we're looking for because they're at the Coffee Oasis. And fortunately, that was true. We want the kids who are man, they're experiencing some of the greatest challenges and making some hard decisions. Like, we want them to be here. That also leads to a tough relationship with the community because sometimes it's drawing these kids who are looking for love and looking for healing and someone to pay attention to them. There was a study that came out a couple of years ago, Healthy Youth Survey, and a very high percentage of kids just say they have no adult in their life that will listen to them. 50% of 10th graders in Kitsap County are experiencing depression, according to that survey. So these kids are just coming in and they're wanting people to love them and spend time with them. And that can be a tension with the community that doesn't want to see that when they're eating a hamburger downtown. So that's what we experience ongoing. But our current mission to change the world for homeless youth is saying, community, let's wrap around these kids and love them so well that they become the next generation of Port Orchard.
If you want to get involved with the Coffee Oasis, we would love to have you as a volunteer. Right now, we need adults that want to love youth and go through good times and hard times that are just so committed to sharing and producing and pouring worth into the youth that we have so that they can see themselves as God sees them and that they are important, that they are loved, and that they are His ultimately.
One more opportunity. If you seek inspiration, is October 17th. We have the Hope Gala here in Kitsap. It's going to be a virtual event, and we invite you to come. You can get a ticket. You can pay money for that, but also you can just come for free. If you're like, man, I don't know a lot about this organization. They seem kind of cool, kind of quirky. We invite you to come register for the Hope Gala. Also, just come down and visit us. Grab coffee. Reach out to one of us, and we'll buy your coffee and love to chat with you more.
If you guys were to drop in at the Coffee Oasis location on 807A Bay Street, and you go around the back to the youth center, you would actually catch some of our staff daily eating food with the kids and playing games with them. And if you were to become a volunteer, you are welcome to come and join us in that. I get really excited about Christmas time in Port Orchard because the whole downtown area just has Christmas lights and different Christmas decorations that line the streets. And I think that Port Orchard really grabs that and celebrates that as a community.